Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sankhaya. The night that the Buddha achieved enlightenment, and before his enlightenment, this image that you see behind me, Mara came to attack and to try him, to get him to get off the seat so that he would not become the Buddha, and tempt him, especially sensual desires, all sorts of women, Mara's daughters. And so I wanted to take that context and emphasize, in life people try us, don't they? Before we achieve our own enlightenment, right? We have life, work, school, teachers, co-workers, people that cut us off in the middle of the road, not nice to us, slander, they don't like us, they hate us for some reason, they put us on the news, whatever the case may be. And the Buddha knew that. The Buddha knew that they would be shooting bows and arrows at you and me. And so therefore, he taught us the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, to protect us so that we can know how to respond wisely and intelligently, so that doesn't get underneath our skin and prompt anger. Nothing good happens with anger. Typically people wind up in jail, prison, legal troubles, or in the hospital. So therefore, made aware that in life, it's the true nature of reality of life. You have pleasure, you have pain, you have good, you have bad, you have gain, you have loss. You have joy, you have suffering. Embrace it. And we teach you, Buddhism teaches you how to suffer, so you suffer less. Suffer intelligently, actually. I am one of many humans that have suffered greatly. And you all see that I rose from the bottom where I was all the way up until now. A living example, opened for direct examination. And it's awesome. Suffering can be awesome. I don't complain about it. Sometimes you can't avoid it. Sometimes karma just comes the way that it does, and it tests you. It pushes these buttons. But remember that don't ever let that discourage you from the path to enlightenment, like the Buddha. You know, after his enlightenment, he obviously did not have a nice, quiet life, you know. The Sangha tried him. There were people that tried to kill him. An elephant tried to run him over. His own cousin tried to kill him 3 times. They decimated the Sakyan clan towards the end because of pride. Look at the stories of the Buddha. It's so inspiring, so real. And we reflect on this life, and we're like, wow, seems like I'm suffering. I am bearing the cross, just like in the Catholic world. Bear the cross, carry the cross on your shoulders. Endure, suffer like Christ. And so that's what's awesome about Buddhism, is that it teaches you the how. And every time when I'm stopped by these images and statues, I am reminded of that people will try you in all sorts of many ways: greed, anger, and delusion. Greed, anger, and ignorance of the Four Noble Truths. And we humans need to be determined to study the Four Noble Truths, to be as bulletproof as we possibly can, so that we don't fall prey, we don't get taken by life, by people, by the fools. The wise protect themselves, both mind and body, psychologically and physically. You all have it. You all just gotta take a break, find yourself, sit, meditate, listen to the voice in your head, know where you've been, know where you are now, and know where you want to go with your life, your future, your people, your family, your loved ones. You got one life to live it well. And that we have done, and we are continuing to do so. So again, I encourage you all to visit your local monasteries and be inspired by the story of the Buddha. The inspiration lies in the biography of the Buddha. Every time when you have doubt in life about, is it worth it? Why am I here? What is my purpose? and realize that no, you're not lost. Misguided, perhaps. Where do you find that guidance? Here, with us, with the monastic order, the Sangha, the living teachings of the Buddha. So you're not lost, right? We suffer more in imagination than in actual real danger. We blow things out of proportion. We jump to conclusions without evidence. Reel yourself back in, folks. Reel yourself back in. And experience nirvana with all of us, the present moment, the here, the now. Joy lies in the here, in the present moment. I'm in nirvana right now talking to all of you. You guys are the most important thing right now, and this message is the most important thing right now. So when you learn that, you don't miss a moment in life, important moments with your loved ones. The Buddha says if you are not mindful, you are as good as dead. So look back in your memory. How many times that you've gone on vacations or shared memories of loved ones, and you just forgot about it. Heck, if it wasn't for those pictures, you would have really forgot about who you were with, what you were doing with the time that you had, resources available to you, and the importance of mindfulness. So I hope that this talk does it justice for all of you, as comprehensive as it is for right now. And don't give up on yourself. Have faith, have confidence. We have the how. Just remember that. We know the what when it comes to the suffering, and we have the how. So tomorrow morning when you guys wake up, and after you hang up the phone or shut off the phone, your next moment is going to be wondering how. How do I swim out of my problem? How do I do this? How do I do that? Answer, Buddhism. May you all be well, be happy, be free, and always be healthy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.